Alright, guys, welcome to the Sigmacast episode 1 with our guest, Panzer.
Ooh,
Ow!
ooh.
We're giving you the hottest Sigma male tips and tricks. We're going to be reviewing Anthony Spade's video. This guy's known in the Sigma community. He's known to be a prominent Sigma male advice columnist. May know
He's
him,
known in the manosphere.
yeah, the manosphere. He's known for the intros. So we're gonna hop right into this. Are you ready, Sigma male brother Panzer?
Uh, yeah.
The talking stage is not supposed to last a year. Say it with me. The talking stage is not supposed to last a year.
It used to be a time that fairy tales were true. The true world when you're getting it. It's
I'd like to make a
amazing.
comment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I really felt was that intro was kind of good. It kind of you know showed what was going to happen in the video. It'll keep us watching until the very end. See what happens.
I would just like before we
That's all I
start
wanted to say.
the real content, the real meat, the juicy meat like Arby's roast beef sandwich is a real meaty part of the video. Sigma brothers, I am sick, but the Sigma grind does not stop. A cold
So true.
does not stop the Sigma grind set. That's something I want my Sigma viewers, my little Sigmits, my little Sigma males, my little Sigmits, to understand that the grind doesn't stop
The
even
wolf
when you're
pack
sick.
is with you.
The
The
wolf
wolf
pack.
pack. The wolf pack is with you.
We're a
Yeah.
wolf pack. We're Sigma males, okay?
Oh.
Ow! Yeah,
Oh.
that's how wolves do it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right, let's get right into it.
Like, subscribe at the end of the video. But first, watch the entire video. Next,
Hang on, I'd like to make a
about all
comment.
women, even though it feels like it. And if you haven't subscribed to my second channel,
No.
I said I'd like to
it's
make a
Anthony
comment.
Spade.
Not right
The link
now.
is in the description. So a woman would be explaining how relationships are ruined. The second video, a woman would be explaining what all bad relationships have in common. The reason for these videos today
Man,
is
this guy isn't a Sigma male. He's not getting to the grind, you know. He's fluffing up his content. We don't do that here. We don't fluff up our Sigma content.
Yeah,
We
we
get
don't
straight to the
do
meat.
that.
Straight to the meat and potatoes.
Exactly.
Because
And
we're
make
Sigmas.
sure to
Sigmas,
like and subscribe
yeah,
if
like
you
and
like
subscribe
this
to the Sigma
video
channel.
segments. Like and
Listen,
subscribe.
Sigma males, we don't waste time, okay?
Thumbs up.
Sigma males, we're always on the grind. So if it's not something that's gonna lead to boosting the Sigma grind set, or making us Sigma males, or actually letting us, you know, get the bag, alright? Then we don't care. And this guy, we're gonna dislike his video actually, because he's not a Sigma male. He's wasting time. And real Sigma males, we don't waste time, okay?
mind whenever
So
it
true.
comes to society. Both are not willing to budge. So both are constantly trying to gain the knowledge of the opposite sex just to have the
Whoa,
leverage.
okay.
It's
Oh my god, look at those boobs!
Okay, here's the thing. He's not a real Sigma male, because Sigma males, we dominate people, okay? We dominate physically, mentally, emotionally. We
Dominate.
dominate them.
Dominate.
And he's trying to make it so that's even. We don't want it to be even. See, women have an advantage in the dating field. We want him to make it so we have the advantage. We don't want it to be equal
We
at all.
want to dominate.
We want to
wanna
dominate women. We want to dominate the dating field. Like we dominate physically.
Dominate them.
Dominate, okay? So this guy's already like a fake Sigma male. I think you've been picking up on that, Sigma brother Panzer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think this guy's a beta trying to emulate an alpha.
Yeah, Sigma. So like he's wasting time, and then he's saying like it has to be even. No, you want to dominate, okay? Like when you're texting a girl, you dominate them, all right? Call them ugly, call them fat,
Dominate them.
dominate.
You don't let them. You don't let them message. You send 5 messages. You completely ignore what they say. You just change topic like erratically. You don't let them get a foothold. You dominate them. All
All right,
right.
that's
what you
We're
wanna
gonna have
do.
to get into that
Just
later.
get in.
my personal belief.
Yeah,
Get
we'll
in
talk
the
about that
comments.
later.
Let me know how you feel. Let's get to the
See, a real Sigma male doesn't care about other people's beliefs, so that's already a sign that he's like a fake Sigma male. He's like, that's my
There'll
opinion.
be no comment section on this. There'll be no
Well, there
comment
will be a
section. You
comment
won't be allowed
section,
to
but we're
comment.
deleting every comment that doesn't agree with us because we're
We won't
dominating
look at your
people like that.
comments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
First video.
we dominate.
Things that can ruin relationships. As always, let me know if I'm wrong, but I've seen a pattern of things happen where people just end up breaking up after them, so
Hang
I'm
on,
gonna
I'd
tell you
like to
guys
make
so
a
you can
point.
avoid them. Number one, this one is so
Hang on, I'd like to make a point.
She
You
has
see,
crazy eyes.
don't let women know if they're don't let women know if they're wrong. That woman asks you to let her know if she's wrong. You don't do that. If a woman's wrong, you just beat her up. All right. You don't tell her why. She's like a dog. All right.
Okay.
Dogs
Okay.
don't understand human language. They'll make no pain. All right. You just kick the dog. All right, and then they'll get it. All right. That's what you do.
See, let's just analyze this real quick. She has crazy eyes. What do you do with women with crazy eyes? In my experience,
Kick them.
you don't talk to them. Don't talk to women if they have crazy eyes. Don't talk to women in general. We're Sigma males. We don't talk to them because we're
Don't
focused on the
talk.
bag.
Don't talk.
Don't talk. Just stare
Never
at
say
them.
anything.
Just stare at them.
Don't
Angry.
communicate.
Angry.
Stare.
Grunt at them. Do anything but
Dominate
talk to
them with your stare.
Dominate them with your stench. Don't shower. Don't brush your teeth. Dominate.
Shout.
common. One person will just stop
You can
making
get
effort.
4
Or both
wears out of
people.
your
I honestly
underwear,
couldn't tell you
alright?
why this happens,
Don't
whether
change
they're
them.
just genuinely losing interest or they just stop feeling cared about and don't communicate it. But when one person stops putting in effort, the other person stops putting in effort because
Has
their
he
feelings
died?
are hurt, and then it just turns into a downhill cycle. Number two, when the person you're with just constantly
Just
chooses someone
staring.
else over you. And that hurts. Like if they keep hanging out with someone of the gender they're attracted to and they just start slowly breaking your trust. Let me know if I should do more.
All right, what you guys have to understand is I'm going to react to that. When someone stops putting effort into the relationship, typically you can feel it. And the reason why they stop putting in effort is because the relationship is boring. A lot of people do not understanding that you have to be a boring person in order for you to be in a relationship for it to last long, because you have to be the most adaptable. There's no such thing as both of you going to come together on equal terms. It's not. One's going to always be following. One has to always have a life that the other can follow with. Both cannot have a life and try to come together.
See, this guy's like stupid because he's like a fake Sigma male. So real Sigma males, we don't compromise on anything. When a woman comes up to you, she's like, "I want to date you."
Don't
whatever.
compromise.
You don't come up to her first because we're Sigma males. We don't care, right? We're like, so it's like, you're dominating Aura. Like she's attracted to that because we're Sigma males, okay? And it's like,
When a woman comes up to you, she should be like just falling onto her knees, just collapsing, just
Yeah,
the pure dominance coming from you.
yeah, she can't like stand up.
You know,
or
get her
walk
to
up
beg.
at you. So it's like,
Yeah, she should
you
be
don't
like
compromise.
trembling in fear.
The woman follows you, the Sigma male, not the other way around. Okay, you cannot compromise on anything. If she says, "Well, I don't like it when you hit me," or "I don't like it when you yell at me," or "I don't like the way,"
Stare at her.
or "I don't like
Just
the way
stare
you're
at her,
always mad at
blankly.
me and you're yelling at me because I didn't make your favorite dinner, or because I wore something you didn't like." Well, that's just a sign of you being dominant, and she's not gonna leave anytime soon because you're dominating her.
Exactly.
Okay, so
You're
it's like,
dominating. Yeah.
when she's crying to you and she's like, "You're such an asshole." That's what you really want it to be doing. That's the key point of a
That's a good
relationship.
sign. That's a sign that everything's going well.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the sign that you're like
I'd
dominating
like
her and
to,
she's following you. She's following you. You don't want
yeah.
her to be the other way around. You don't compromise. She wants you to do something or change something about yourself. You argue with her. You never give in.
She wants you. She wants you to drive her to the hospital because she's giving birth. Ignore, ignore. All right. She's broken her legs. Ignore. Don't do anything for her. All right. She goes to she brings you to the hospital when her legs are broken. All right.
Yeah,
Don't do anything for her. Dominate her.
dominator.
Because both are in charge of their own destiny.
Dominate
So
her.
understand, when it comes to relationships and it starts being boring and people actually stop trying to put effort into the relationship, it's because both of them are just tired of each other and they're holding on to lost love that's no longer there. This is what happens in relationships, and the reason why, because men have to be taught how to be husbands and women have to be taught how to be wives. If you haven't been taught how to be a husband and
He
she
started.
hasn't been
He's
taught
not
how
the
to be a
Sigma man.
wife,
Yeah.
it's not going to work out. You're only going to be attracted to each other for sex, and when the sex dies out, so will the relationship. All right? Now we're finna go into the second video where a girl gives common reasons, well, common mistakes and common things that happen in a relationship. And I found this video to be pretty good and entertaining at the same time.
See, there's another problem with this video, is that he's listening to women, okay, and their
So true.
opinions on relationships. You don't listen to them, okay? You're a Sigma male. Don't listen to women. She tells you, this is what I think about how relationships should be, and I like it when a guy's like this and that, okay? Enter a relationship and destroy every foundation she's ever had. Dominate her, right? You don't even like her, right? You don't even need it to distort her view of relationships and to like ruin her. That's a real Sigma mindset, okay? Or either that, or you just ignore
Kill
her,
our family.
or you
Kill our family.
or you just go and you just continue chasing the bag. All right, chase the bag or ruin a woman's perceptions of love. That's what real Sigma males do. So this guy's already wrong. Like, look at him. You can tell he's not confident. That's why he's looking down. Like a real Sigma male has zero imagery of women in his room. And look what he has. Just nothing but women. All right,
Indian too. That's an Indian woman.
dominate
Let's
them.
get to it.
Unacceptable.
Okay, this is brutally honest relationship advice from a single person. Yo, I see all the relationships in my life, in my friends' lives, and they all have these things in common. Ugh, if you need to make a pros and cons list to decide if they're good for you or if you should break up with them, you should break up with them.
She's absolutely right. She is absolutely right. If you have to make a list to determine why
Women
you're
cannot be
still
right.
putting effort,
See, this is wrong because a man should always
Women
have.
cannot be right.
Sigma males always have a list, like an infographic on their walls. On their wall, just a giant infographic, like a giant painting or whatever, a collage with photos of people and the pros and cons of each relationship. And the second there is one con more than a pro, or the pros don't out, the cons.
Second,
don't-
there's one con.
yeah, second
One
there's
con. All right, just one con.
and
End it.
end the relationship.
Over.
Over. Okay.
Kill her.
No, well, okay. Well, this
Dump her body in the river.
relationship. So it's like
Kill her
make
corpse.
a collage with every single person you know with a photo of them. Giant
Throw her
list of
into a
pros and
wood chipper.
cons. If the cons aren't worthy enough for the pros, then you just you cut that person out of your life, and you don't just do it in a way where it's like
Cut her up into
respectful.
bits. Cut her up in
You
bits.
fight them. You fight them. All right. You beat them up.
Fillet her like a fish.
Make a strongly worded email, 5-page, 7-page email describing how you know them, how their house layout is, and how you're gonna break into
Lock her
their
in a
house.
barn and set it on fire.
How you're gonna break into their house and,
Feed her her brother.
well, not that, but you're just gonna know where they live, and you're just gonna let them know that, and you're gonna know that they don't have any locks in the back of their house, or that their dog isn't a pit bull like they say.
Don't let women know anything. Don't give them any information.
Don't give them any information. Lie. Say that give them a false name. Get
Say
plastic.
that you're the president.
Get plastic surgery.
After every relationship, get plastic surgery.
Simple way to
Every woman you kill, strap her face to your face. Use her face as your own.
or to see exactly how many things that she's doing wrong, then it's time for you to leave. When it comes to relationships, they should just work. Most relationships that actually work are people that actually took the time out of their life to get to know each other before they even had their first kiss, before they even had sex. You must first get to know someone to see just
kiss
if your
women.
personalities can actually come.
Don't have sex either. Sex ruins a Sigma grind set.
Don't-
No fat.
Don't look at a woman.
MGTOW.
Don't look at a.
MGTOW only.
Don't even touch a woman.
You're not a real Sigma male if you're not MGTOW, okay?
Together.
Only touch a woman if she's
you're
a
writing
lifeless
out one of
corpse.
those really long essays in your notes app, your friends are looking over it, you're checking it for spelling mistakes, you're gonna copy and paste it and send it to your girlfriend or boyfriend, do not send it.
She's right. This is what a lot of you guys do when you're online dating. All right? When you're online dating, some of you guys spend
Have no sense of
minutes and
literacy.
hours trying to come up with the perfect response to send back to
Speak
them,
to her in
thinking
Han
that
Chinese.
they're going to read it and constantly get what you're trying to say. You're
Don't speak to her.
overanalyzing the situation. The more you overanalyze a situation, the more problems you're going to have in the future, the more blind you're going to be to the red flags. Why are
Listen, this is bad advice. You should always look into the situation. And
Always
think
go to
very
red flags. Always go into red flag.
Always think
Be
someone's
like a
up to
bull.
something.
Alright? You are a bull. You are a bull. You go to the red flag. You run to the red
Everyone's
flag.
up to something.
Alright?
They're probably
That's what
plotting against you because you're a Sigma male and they're beta males. They're Omega males.
there are
They're trying
worms
to-
in your skin.
They're trying to stab you and bring you down to being a beta or Omega. You're a Sigma male. You gotta constantly enforce your dominance amongst people. Write out long paragraphs. Who cares? You're asserting your dominance. You send that one paragraph of you just telling your friend or whatever, or your girlfriend how much you fucking hate them, how you're gonna beat them. That's just Sigma male, okay?
Know everything.
Send it.
Know everything about everybody.
Know
Put
everything
cameras in
about
your
them.
house.
Bring up their past
Spy on your
traumas.
woman.
Bring
Spy on
up
your
their
girl.
past traumas. Like, it's so easy. Just type out the essay, send it to them. They're gonna have a mental break after reading that. You're not gonna look crazy.
Remind
They're
her
gonna
how
look
she was
crazy.
raped.
Yeah, do horrible things.
are you going to be blind to the red flags? Because
Put
you're
mental
putting
trauma
too
on her.
much
Kill her
effort
family.
into trying to be perfect. You think being perfect is going to stand out when the least perfect people stand out the most. That's the thing between betas and alphas. Alphas are always overthinking it. You got to talk right. You got to speak right. You got to act right. You got to show people you're smart. That's what a lot of you betas
Be
do.
perfect.
You spend so much time trying to be perfect.
This guy's wrong. This guy's
Be perfect.
completely wrong. What you should be focusing on is asserting everyone that you are the dominant person in the room at all times. So this guy's like, oh, you don't need to care. That's not a real Sigma thing to do. You don't care, but you don't care about these people's opinions, but you want to dominate them. That's what Sigma males do. You dominate people.
When you enter a room, make
Yell
sure
your
everybody salutes you. Make sure everybody salutes
when you enter a
you.
room,
Yell
yell
your name at the top of the heavens.
You enter a room.
Get a
like,
speakerphone. Yell your name into everybody's face. Engrave your name into their ears. Your name will engrave in their ears for centuries.
You enter a room. You're like, my name is Joseph Johnson. All right, and then you like slam the door open. You're like, I'm Joseph Johnson. I'm Sigma male. I'm dominant.
Beat up the first woman.
Look at the strongest dude there.
Beat up the first woman in
Beat
the
up
room.
the strongest dude there. Just first thing. Just beat up the strongest person in the room and assert that you are the dominant.
Rip out his intestines.
Beat him and win. That's what
Beat
Sigma
him to
males
death,
do.
to a pulp.
That's what Sigma males do.
Go to jail.
Don't go to jail because you're gonna
Beat
get
up the next
plastic
guy.
surgery and they're not gonna recognize who you are. You're gonna change your fingertips. They won't be able to track you. All right, Sigma.
Rip
male.
off the guy's face. Wear it as your
And
own.
then you get mad at the alpha male who's the
Have
lead
sex with his
person,
girlfriend.
But the alpha
Steal
male
his family.
gets all the women because the women are not looking for a perfect guy. You have to understand, when you're the perfect guy and a woman's in a relationship with you, she only needs one reason to leave you. But when you're not the perfect guy, for some reason, when you make a woman mad, she'll always forgive you. She'll always forgive you for everything that you do. It's a backwards way of thinking, but that's reality.
What is this logic?
Don't send it. If it's that important, you should talk about it in person or at least over FaceTime.
That's true.
See, real Sigma males, like, we can just ignore this part because this guy's wrong on everything. So
Real
Sigma
Sigma males never show their
Never
face.
talk.
Never
They
show
never
their face
talk.
to their woman.
you only communicate.
Your girlfriend should not know what you look like. She should not know your voice. Always use a voice changer. If you have to show your blur it in screen time, alright? Do not let her know what you look like, what you sound like. Do
Always
not
wear a
let her
mask.
know your name.
Always wear a mask and sunglasses and beanie or a hood, so they can't recognize your face.
If you want to get intimate, kidnap her and wear a mask and get a voice changer. If that's what you want,
Real
then do that.
Sigmals, we don't have
Kill her.
time. We're busy investing in cryptocurrency. We're busy doing other things. We don't have time for you, okay? So we're not gonna talk in
Buy a
person.
Russian woman online.
Yeah, we don't have time for you. So we're not gonna be talking to you ever. And if you communicate with us, we try Sigma modes. We're not gonna respond. We'll maybe respond
We're
once
gonna kill
every
you.
year. All right, real Sigma modes, they don't respond.
By mail.
You're going to
By
know
mail.
it immediately. You're going to know it on the first date. You're going to know it on the second date. You're going to always know it. If you and her are still talking in this 6 months to a year and you're still thinking that you have a chance, you are officially in the friend zone. Not only are you in the friend
See,
zone,
this guy, he constantly has that up in the corner because he thinks you're betas. He thinks you're beta omegas. He's trying to lure you in with a woman doing naughty things in the corner, all right? He's trying to lure you in like that. You don't know. We're Sigma males, okay? We don't fall for that trap. He thinks you're an omega. See, our guest Panzer, he might be a secret beta male because he's falling for the trap. But
I
I'm a
am
real
not.
Sigma male. You don't talk to me like that.
I've been
Okay,
sitting
I'm a
here.
Sigma male. I'm a Sigma
I've been
male.
telling
You shut your
everybody
mouth.
to
You
murder
shut your
women.
mouth. You
You've just
shut
been
your
sitting
mouth.
there
You
like,
shut
oh,
your
he's
mouth.
just
You shut
wrong.
your
He's
mouth.
kind of wrong. He's kind
You
of
shut
wrong.
your
Oh,
mouth. You
he's
shut
right
your
sometimes here. Oh, listen
You
to
shut
this
your
woman.
mouth.
I've been a Sigma.
He's muted, alright?
but you're so
Sigma males mute people on Discord.
comfortable in the friend zone, you would never come out. But you want to know what you're doing? You're waiting for whatever guy that she likes to
All the
break her
time.
heart.
This
and
is what
she
they
comes
do.
running
They just
to you
silence
thinking
the
that she's
alpha.
been
Do
missing
not
out
let
on
yourself
Prince
be
Charming the whole
Listen.
time. That's what you're thinking.
Listen. Silence the opposition at every opportunity you have. Okay? Never let them speak. You silence them. That's what real Sigma males do. I'm dominating people. That's how you guys want to do it. You dominate people.
It's backwards.
Don't
That is
listen
someone
to him.
taking advantage of your feelings and taking advantage of how good of a person you are. Are you in love or do you just love them?
That's what you have to understand. In love and loving somebody is different. What
Do
do I
not
mean by that?
understand that.
When you're in love with somebody,
You don't.
believe it or
You're
not,
Sigma male. You don't love anyone. You're a ruthless
Love
machine.
real.
Ruthless.
You only love money.
Yeah, the only thing you
You
love
only love
is
power and
yourself,
success.
the bag, power, fame, fortune. That's the only thing you need to care about because you're a Sigma
Boobs.
male. You don't care about boobs. That's a beta omega thing. You care about
I will
money.
not have you to fight
You
this
care
wolf
about
pack. I will
money.
not have you to fight this wolf pack. I will not have you to fight this wolf pack. I will not have you to fight this wolf pack.
The only thing you care about is money, fame, and fortune. That's a real Sigma male tip.
Boobs.
Grind. That's the only thing that matters.
you're going to
Cut
accept
off women's
all their
boobs.
negative traits. Which I subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.
What? This guy's a fake.
Do not speak
Look at
Mexican. Do not speak Mexican.
this guy's a fake Sigma male. Look at him. He leaves a
He's
second
Latino. He
minute.
spoke another
Six minute, okay? 6 minutes of useless content. That's a waste of your time, alright? This guy, he's a fake Sigma male. He's honestly
Today I would-
garbage. Don't listen to any of his advice. Listen to us, the Sigmacast. We know what's up.
Cut out your ears. Do not listen to anybody.
Do not listen to these people, alright? Do not listen to them. Ignore all of them. You're a Sigma
Do
male.
not listen. Do
Follow
not
the advice we've
It's like-
laid in this video, alright?
listen to me.
This is the end of the video. Later, Wolfpack. Ow, ow,